Hello. Let's keep going with this game because I haven't streamed in a while, and I've been dying to know how this ending goes for this game. So, without further ado, let's get started. I believe last time we streamed this, we were on day 2 during lunchtime. Oh yes, I remember this part. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The levels of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Yeah, step up and tell them you're on, because that's how we progress a good plot, right? A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool. Oh my gosh. His heart's coming out. Does that mean I made a good choice? Good one, Ben Van. I like your gumption, Ray. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Oh my gosh. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Actually, the founder of the company? Like Mr. Sanders? Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my time to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? 100 Celsius degrees, yeah. That's right, but how would you have even gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're going to need this to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. Oh shoot. I think 11? Yeah, okay. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. Oh gosh, gratitude? Yeah. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. Oh gosh. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Oh gosh, yes, small town. That's right, this is your shot, and you're not going to miss it. Oh, you try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Sound of success is, bubbling? Oh, shoot. Oh no! Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ray. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing that he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. Looking over the horizon. Oh gosh. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Oh gosh. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into the stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! Zips. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Word. You might not have any hands, but Ray does, and good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Ray, no! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you will often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, is this bad ending? Ah, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes you the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account on Ray's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Oh, wow. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Ray to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of a delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh my goodness. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. Hee hee. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage. Your rage burns so intensely with your eyes that burst into flames. The flame causes your eyebrows to catch fire and turn into ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Oh no! The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill in your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I walked on other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician? What is that? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that then I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes his focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. What did you do? Oh. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Oh, it's the spork monster. What? Oh, actually? Borko? It is I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Porco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile a person up. I also wanted to apologize for the way I switched right into an attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Magic spellbook? Precisely. I have procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Ray, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Excuse me. Oh, what the heck? He has a chicken statue in there? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes on your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there's something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance between flavors and textures. I'm not sure if I nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? You know, he shared his secret ingredients with us, so, might as well, right? You decide that you're ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Ooh, that looks good. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to that last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. It's gonna go bad. Just finish it. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back just in a moment. You realize that now is the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, I can... Oh, what is this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I don't think you should eat raw chicken. Alright. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Oh my gosh, an adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face of the logo of the company they founded, am I right? One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks just a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short description. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Oh, maybe this is it. Yeah, that's... Ooh. You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can clearly read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Oh, dang. Poor guy. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, a ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out to the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name by now. It's... Can't you see that I'm middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Oh, poor thing. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's blank. Oh gosh. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silver in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Okay. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Alright. Ooh. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where your heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh my gosh, that's kind of creepy. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it looks good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You just tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. Oh no! But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Ray? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. Okay. This is the end of the second day. Oh! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day it could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredients you just learned about. Blank. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal. But if the recipe's a secret, how will they know? Oh no. What are they putting into the chicken? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Ooh, it's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on your journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect batch? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Yeah, flatter him. Why not? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pull in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school, after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning awaits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
Because
I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had to happen to you.
It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
Since I've been partnered up with Pop, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him, "You'd better harness those wild horses, young man. I'm not that kind of a girl." But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, "Yeah, sure, I can get to know the little guy." Long story short, he took me to his favorite shush house, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did she just say shush house? As if that's a thing people say? What is that even referring to?
And I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. What? When you arrive at the school, you encounter your rivals in a quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's this swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, great. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up. I can't read. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog, and it's a treat. You can get your swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone else your size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at the school.
There's that horse on Colonel Sanders' rides to school, but who would dare pick on such gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerve, Ray, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears. Things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Ray, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? Oh, what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Ray. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Oh my gosh. No, is this bad ending?
Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Ray. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you decide to take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, what is that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something that I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. It would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful.
I can think of one surefire where to find out. Oh no. You open to a page covered with the arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of that page. I could use the spell here that says will erase everyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me to focus better on the coming final exam.
That is way drastic! Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! What the heck? You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. I wonder if you do choose it, like, do you die? Excuse me. Ooh! Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on. I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up as he begins to breathe quickly. Oh. Yeah, let's wait. Sprinkle stops it in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on a cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you to never come back here, Terrence! I will destroy you, Terrence!
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again!
After Sprinkles is satisfied with that presence had been felt but not... I can't read. Presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but only any other squirrel in hearing distance. He returns to his professional tone.
I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Ray, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by sad whimpering coming from the back of the room.
I told you to save it for after class! But I miss you. We went on one date, Pop. How can you miss me when I'm right here?
Pop's voice quivers as he pleads his case to Miriam.
Every time I blink, you go away again.
That's a really cute thing to say. Miriam, what happened between you and Pop?
I got her in trouble and now she's mad at me. I didn't just get in trouble. I got yelled at by Pop's mother, who blames me for getting him banned from every museum we set foot in.
Oh, so that's what you meant by the shush house.
Pop, we went on one date. We're over. And it meant so much for me that I made this for you.
Oh my gosh, what is that? To her to go on arguing, Pop leaves his creation behind and runs out of the room. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast the pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam.
TM.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. This time approaches. See you all in the arena.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam. Are you okay?
Okay! I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How come he embarrassed me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion right off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe. Sorta not. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes off the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head into the arena early to practice a dish. Okay? This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin by run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on, Ray's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Ray, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Oh no. Fess up about my practice dish. Okay, y'all got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's a very accurate measurement. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less of such a oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Haha, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. That moment of truth. Ooh. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you've got.
You step up for the cook-up in a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that you'll push you over the edge of victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are preparing wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big and going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices but he's trying to find a way to improve on something that's perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts out at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Is this Food Wars? Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend batter blaster! Baster blaster!
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with a lightning speed.
Shallow personality spatula!
Even Clank gets on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English?
It's the singularity, as it was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him off the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has a spellbook out. She's gonna create some dark magic to turn the tide. You got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you're chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Ray. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Ray, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's a secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world does she get that eye of mute from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borgo? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borgo had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff, it's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Oh no! Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got some grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Ha, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I always wanted to be a top chef, actually, you know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel a Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't exactly know where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and then when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes a hit. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Yeah, summon extra power. Don't drop out. What the hell? I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange. I'm morbid out as culinary energy flows through your veins. Your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for Yes, Ray, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Oh no. But don't worry, dear Ray. You might have understuffed some setbacks, but it's not all lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. Even thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, how about the test? What would happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some students. Bob? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee hee hee, I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop, hanging on a broom hooked by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, and seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear its signature, or beef, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. That's so tiny. My word, it is so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy-bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone like the taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Ray, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard with an axe-sewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with
spines from a second different food color type of urchin?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of bread. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans to sniff the uni, but he can't really get his nose in account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded.
Ouch, my tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Oof.
I can't believe it keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour!
Don't discount simplicity.
This isn't the last time you heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laughs up a bowl of milk.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps with calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it is quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempt to taste it in any way. It is very fragile and it's meant to be a display piece.
Don't eat the food. At a cooking school?
Got toast in your ears or something, Ray? I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd have to go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe in too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten,
it cannot be judged.
You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know how high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Oh no.
This isn't the last you've heard of me, either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
Oh no. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together.
Two chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Ooh, okay. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays.
Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this day and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of my life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It is so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a...
Sprinkles has turned into Oprah Winfrey. Everyone gathers around and partakes the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even the Van and Ashley are drawn by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There are supposed to be more battle, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete. Literally 3 days! Oh no, I skipped that. I guess we're having a dance The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog in the house! Ow, ow, ow. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs that they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
No go so loud at the graduation. It's clearly written at the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out.
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, the school's dean. Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Miriam, will you be my lady king?
What an incredible turn of events, and offer to join the royal family. It's like a dream come true. You'll get to be the princess, or maybe a queen. I'm not sure if he even knows, but either way, crowns and gowns, baby.
I'm sorry, Pop, but I'm not interested. Not now, at least. I've got so much to do with my life.
A twist on a twist.
So many more 3-day universities to attend. So many tiny foods to meticulously sculpt and then watch get accidentally blown away by a single sneeze.
Okie doke.
What is going on? The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What?
I actually feel like I knew it this whole time.
Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh yay, okay. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it is not enough to just give him a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Oh wow. They really went all out on the promotion. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. What is it? What? The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ray, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, why'd you tell me? What are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. Oh my gosh. 100th franchise? And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Ray. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to learn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? What? No! Can you live only one half of him? Will you be able to do under sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in the pastry school. Oh, my dear Ray, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Wait, what? No! Was that a good ending or not? What is that? No! What is going on? What? No. Hold up. There has to be more. Please tell me. I mean, they've got this like great opening. Is there anything? Anything? Is this it? No way. I don't even get to be his partner. No. What did I waste so much time for? What is going on? Wait. No. Wait. How do I... Oh no. Wow. All right. Well, that is... I don't even know what to say. Was that a good ending? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look it up, but I guess that's it. That's the most anticlimactic otome visual novel game I have ever played in my life. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining the stream. I will see if that was a good ending or maybe I got a bad ending because I did some... I don't know if I messed anything up though. That's crazy. Anyway, thank you for joining the stream. I'll try to stream maybe either tomorrow or sometime this week. But yeah, probably something other than I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I don't know what the heck that was, but it was certainly an experience. Alright. Okay. Everyone have a great night, and I hope you enjoyed this wacky adventure with me. Bye!